We're gonna have to take off the bumper first, so let's open up the hood. This shouldn't be that bad. So right here, we're gonna be taking off this cover right here, and that'll get access to like a couple of bolts that'll go to this bumper. We're gonna take that off, and then we're also gonna take off some of the bolts here that are on the actual headlight, because we have to fully unbolt that. And yeah, and then we also have to do the sides here. So there's a little bit of work to do, but once everything is off, that's when the easy stuff comes in. The first things first, we're gonna have to take off this cover here, and these are push clips, so we're just gonna push these in. I think you can just use your finger, just push them in. It's kind of satisfying, like a fidget toy. And then we'll use this pry tool and try to take it out. These are super nice. There you go. And then you can set those off to the side. You just take this thing off. There you go. You can put this to the side. And then now you need your 10mm socket. We're going to take these 4 bolts off on the top. And then we're also going to have to do that for the headlights too. We're gonna need to take off these 2 pins on either side. So like we're gonna take this one off. We're gonna take this, take that off, and then the other side. Just like that. And then now we're gonna unbolt these headlight bolts. They're also 10. Okay, so we got this bolt, we got the ones that are in for the bumper, and then we need to take off the same thing on this side. Let's do that. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go on the side and take off the bumper. So first, you see this little clip here. We're gonna have to take that off. So just like that, and then it will come out. That's a little clip right there. And then we're gonna have to pry these clips out. So try to pull the bumper out. So basically there's 3 little clips here, and then you're just gonna have to pry it off. And that's basically it for this bumper. Okay, so we got all of this out on this side, and then now we're gonna do it on the other side. And we're not gonna take off the bumper because of our lip, but we'll have enough clearance hopefully to take off the headlight. And then we're gonna do it on this side now. And now start prying. There we go. That should give us enough clearance. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this bolt. There you go, bumper. Now there's one more bolt right here. Okay, so now we could take off the headlight. The light now. A lot of fidgeting, we were able to take off the headlight. Make sure you unplug of the harness first. This is our harness for the headlights. We plugged them in already, so all we need to do now is just put in the new headlight, plug these in, and we'll be ready to go. Put this in first. Make sure this is fully secure in. So in this part, I'm plugging in all of the connectors, and this is really easy since they're all unique and you can't really mix them up because they won't fit the other sockets. So just plug everything in and you could test it out at the end and make sure everything works. Once everything was plugged in, I turned it on and boom. That is the animation for the headlights that we have, and they look really nice. It brings it to a dark blue and then slowly fades into a clear white, and the animation looks great, and also the headlights. So that looks good. So now we're going to do the other side. Okay, so now let's move to the other side. We're going to have to take off this one bolt here. There you go. And make sure that's unplugged. And now let's take it off. Okay. If you want to protect your paint, make sure everything is all taped up so that you won't break anything. If you take off the bumper, you won't have this issue, but if you have like a lot of custom things on your car like S Factor and a bunch of other lips that are under the car, it's a little bit harder for you to take off the bumper because everything is covering the holes. So we're just gonna take these off and then we're good to go. You take off the bumper and everything, you can do all of this on your own. Whoa, look at that. The winter washer fluid. Check this out. Look at this. Looks like water. Looking at these already? If you like working on your car, this is perfect for you. Alright. First one down. Yep. Nice. Okay, so everything's assembled. We just tested it. Everything works. So now all we need to do is just put it back together and we're all good to go. Stuff now. ASMR. One more bolt. So now we're gonna be putting back the bumper. Look at how low this is. Oh yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna lift up the bumper. Popping in the clips. In. Last one. There's on the side. Like that. There you go. Okay, popping the clips back in. Okay. There you go. And then the last thing of the pin. Okay. I'm going to pop the last pin, which will complete our puzzle. 3, 2, there you go. We're all done. Okay. So the finale is right here. Be putting on this as the last piece of the puzzle. Finally. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna put on the clips. Push. Don't push it in all the way or else it'll come out. Push. There you go. Push. There you go. We're done. Yay. Fitment check. We can close the hood. Here's a fitment check. This looks really tight, nice and flushed. Look over here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close the hood. Perfect. Nice. That looks good. I like how the chrome on the actual headlight, it matches with our wheels. So yeah, that's good for our wheel setup right now.